Hey everybody, Bear from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Banner Saga 2 Let's Play. So we finally reached Aberrang, and so I'm interested to see what's going to happen now, because the whole game we've been trying to get to Aberrang, and we finally made it there, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get in. So that's something we really hadn't considered along the journey, and now that we're here, it's like, oh, what do we do? But the game's very close to the end here, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how this all gets resolved, if it does get resolved. And yeah, so before we get started today, I just want to remind you guys to go ahead and hit that like button if you want to see more Banner Saga 2. We're almost at that end. I know you guys are looking forward to seeing the conclusion just as much as I am. And don't forget to subscribe as well, so you can follow along with this series or any of the other series going on my channel that you might enjoy. Alright, so the Varl King's eyes scan the fields as he approaches. I want to know what's going on here as much as you, he says, but we better find a way to defend our gear and supplies. These other clans could form a mob if they discover we have food. Seeing the hungry eyes all around you, you agree. Yeah, that's a good idea. We've got an issue, Oddleif says. I don't know why, but the other clans don't like the Horseborn, or the Varl for that matter. They're starting trouble and I'm going to stop it. Ah, God. We need to set up some defenses first. Let's help Hakon out. Gotta protect what's ours after all. You post a few guards before assembling a team to help you find wood for stake walls. The work is hard, even with the help of Hakon and a few other Varl. When the wood is cut and hauled back, Hakon turns to you. We do the heavy lifting, you tell us where to build it. You instruct a few others to oversee your plans for rough defensive structures. The mood has changed since you started working. Another clan attacked us and we lost some people, the fighter says. They said we're wrong for bringing the Varl and the Horseborn along. You feel their accusing stares, but say nothing. As soon as you find a stump in which to sit on, you look up and see Rugga approaching. Oh, great. The former governor is backed by nearly 50 fighters as he walks toward your camp. Everyone watches out of curiosity more than concern. I've discovered what these battle lines are all about, Rugga says. The king shut his people out. These clans are here to see that he feeds and protects his people as he's supposed to, and they've chosen me to lead that cause. Ah, Rugga, I can't stand you, man. Okay, so of course we got to talk to this guy again. Last time we talked to him, he, had his bodyguard pull a knife on us, so one-on-one I don't trust him too much, especially with that dagger on his cloak there. So the tent flaps close, leaving you and Rugga alone, both armed. No need to mince words now, is there? I know you want to kill me. Only when I think about how you betrayed us. Then let's be clear. If either of us leaves this tent without the other, the fields around us will turn red. Then talk quickly. I don't want to look at you any longer than I have to. Rugga snorts his amusement. I wasn't making that stuff up outside about the king. He really has shut us all out. It started a few months ago when he started stockpiling food and slowing trade. Once the wealthy families were all pulled inside the walls, he shut the gates. The only thing he said is that he can't feed everyone. Oh, and his archers fire on anyone who gets close. You watch Rugga closely while deciding what to say. Why should I believe you? Because you see all these people gathered. Do you think they're out here for fun? No, but maybe you don't tell the whole story. If you're the king and your people are starving at your gates, do you let them in or keep them out? Don't answer. We both know you'd let them in, unless you knew something you weren't telling them. Either way, the people have a right to an answer, or the food they sent him in Aberrang's protection. I think you'd agree the food and the walls belong to the kingdom, not the king. Well, to what end is he doing it? That's what the upcoming battle aims to find out. You want to go to war to ask the king a question? No, I want to go to war to make the king answer a few questions, like why did he leave his people outside the walls to starve? So you plan to break down his walls then? That's the last thing I want to do. We need those walls to stop the dredge and whatever else is coming behind them. But if we have to destroy them, we will. Maybe the menders inside can repair any damage. There might be ways past these first few walls, but the black wall? The governor shakes his head. So, how did you come to lead the clans? Borsgard was the largest human town in the capital. You don't become governor of a place like that without certain skills and powerful friends. And what are those certain skills? He just smiles. So, is this war unavoidable? Probably. I officially meet with the king in a few hours to either come to an agreement or pull our banners from his. I won't be surprised if you're invited too, the mighty Sunderslayer and army. If so, make your decisions carefully. His tone is not exactly threatening. Not exactly. You move to the tent flaps and both of you open them simultaneously so that no fight breaks out. Alright guys, so it looks like we are back in camp with a few people to talk to and some renown that we can spend. Let's get these conversations out of the way first, and then we will level up our remaining heroes. Skathak and Durgeru pace nervously, keeping their distance from humans, Varl, and other horseborn. Roek patrols around the two a short distance away, nodding to you briefly. Is everything okay? Many mans, more than we know, live. You stop to look around at thousands of tents in the fields and hundreds of homes beyond the capital's walls. I'm from a small village. I'm not used to seeing so many people either. Maybe herd too big, so many mouths hungry. If some dead, more easy feed herd. Skathak stomps the ground and says a few shrill notes to Durgeru before turning to you. Durgeru forgets we are not of same thinking with mans. If you think big herd is right, we will think big herd is right. But what do you think is right, Skathak? The male horseborn looks up at Arborang for a few moments while swishing his tail in thought. I think big herd kick each other in small fields. He points to Arborang. Small fields behind walls. I think he's right. You thank him for talking and offer them a few calming words before departing. There's just too many people and not enough resources, unfortunately. What's he have to say? The former cragsman is trying to lure something out of a hole with a small piece of dried meat on a string. He leaves it dangling by his side while standing to talk. Looks like you're keeping busy. I'm playing Fox and Hare with a vole. Do you think Fox has ever played Trigvi in vole? No. Trigvi looks disappointed. Do you have any ideas on how to keep two groups from killing each other? Any powders or relics or crazy schemes? He reaches into his tunic and grabs something, pauses, releases whatever it is, and shakes his head. People kill each other every day. Just enjoy the show. But if it comes to war, I don't think either side will leave us out of it. Trigvi thinks about what you're saying, tapping a fingernail against his teeth. He looks at his finger, sneers, and spits. Killing kings requires a lot of lives. It's just as easy to kill clansmen instead. Either way, some will praise you and others will throw dung at your face. Or, you could collect all the dung in a giant hill, stand on top of it, and be your own king. As you watch him crouch back down the hole, you wonder what possessed... Crouch back down to the hole, you wonder what possessed you to speak to him. I think there was some wisdom in his words there. It was just kind of hard to read. He basically was saying that you could try to take advantage of all the chaos and end up on top of the chaos rather than trying to fight the chaos. I think that's what he was getting at. The Skald is the Skald is tying a dried strip of cloth to his daughter's hair, but sends her off to play as you near. We've come all this way for war? With luck, I might change their minds. And be the reed that would stop the wind? You've got a lyric for every moment, don't you? Of course. Plenty before us have been in similar situations and written about it. We only think our lives are unique. And if peace is not an option, is there a Skald song for that? Plenty, but I'll tell you what I'd do. Save the families who can't save themselves. I can't imagine if my wife and children were left out here. Like they don't deserve the same protection as others. Alea's words flood your thoughts as you walk away. Okay, well, none of that really helped too much. Let's check out the market, and then we'll level up, because I'm assuming this is the last chance we'll get, and then we'll head to the meeting tent. Okay, so what do we got here? Charm of the Wandering Mind, plus 20 to dodge. Obsidian Bell gives me 3 armor on rest, 1 strength, and 2 aggro. Wow, that's pretty good, actually. We got 4 days worth of food. I don't know if we'll even need it. Let's make that 5 days. And then, can we even use some of these? We have at least one person who's level 6. And this one is +3 willpower on rest. That one's really tempting. Let's look at level ups first. Okay, so we'll level up who we can, and then worry about buying items later. Let's see. Eggle could get to 7. How much would that cost me, though? 15. And then Alette could get to 7 as well. I wouldn't bother leveling any of these people up. They're not going to see any more combat, I don't think. So I guess we'll spend the 30 on them, and then that'll leave us with 8 to do I don't know what with. Okay. So I'll promote you. Actually, before we do that, yeah, I want to get him those 2 remaining strength points. So I'll promote him, and we'll get him to 12 there. And then with Alette, if I do that, actually that's kind of a waste. I could get her strength and her willpower up, but I don't know that it'll benefit us all that much. So, God, I wish there was somebody like in our party that was level 5 looking to go to 6. I just don't use any of these guys, so there's no point in taking them up higher. Everybody has an item though, so you know what, let's just level her up. Okay, so I'll take both of these then. Yeah, that works for me. The little abilities here aren't really all that great, so I usually don't bother. Okay, so that's all we can really do there. No, we're not going to bother with any of that. Okay, to the meeting tent. Before you head towards the large tent, Oddleif stops you. Are you certain you're ready for what could happen out there? Her worried look is infectious. The king may be a decent man, but I doubt he's kept his throne by always following the rules. Well, I'm ready for whatever the king and the clans decide. I'm glad to hear the confidence in your voice, she says. Just be careful. I'll be back here with the rest of the clan if you need me. You smile and make your way past the line of clansmen marking the boundary of the peaceful bit. The voices coming from under the tent are loud, animated. Best we could. You've done well. I never thought I'd see my son again. Well, we've all had easier journeys. The king's cheerful mood lessens. He's about to say something when he sees you approaching. Who's this? Greetings, King Meinolf. My name's Alette, and I'm from Skoger. Luden steps forward. Father, this is the Sunderslayer I told you about. King Meinolf glances at you and sighs. Son, you can introduce your pretty country girl later. You and Luden both turn red, but you temper your anger as the king addresses Hakon. It pains me to hear you've lost so many of your hardy warriors, Hakon, but tell me, where's Gerunder's Kender, Vognir? Vognir died protecting your son. I was Vognir's Kender. With Gerunder's death at Einertoft, I'm the king of the few remaining Varl. The king says nothing, contemplating the news. Your walls are the last hope for my people. No sense in denying it. I understand. Of course you'll have refuge here. It's the least I can do for bringing my son back alive. It'll be tight, but I'm sure we can find a place for you. King Meinolf, Let here is just as much responsible for the prince's safe return. She has quite a few clansmen. Careful, Varl King. This is the human capital, and my generosity is already stretched thin. Hakon looks at you and shrugs. Tell me, girl, why are you leading an entire caravan of humans and horseborn? Why didn't one of the men take point? I don't know. What should we do here? We can try to win him over. We can assert ourselves in one of two ways here. And we could just outright oppose him, or threaten to at least. First of all, I think we should try to earn ourselves some respect here. So, my name is Alette, King Meinolf. And what difference does that make? The difference between me showing you respect or not. Don't try to make me feel small by calling me girl or child. But you are I'm the clan leader of Skoger, and I've fought to save every one of my clansmen. That is why they follow me. The king stares at you and finally nods. I can see the resolve in your eyes. You've seen things beyond your years. Unfortunately, it doesn't change how many Arborang can support. Only now do you see Rugga and 24 fighters approaching. The king's guards look concerned. I would be too. Rugga. Mine off. I should have killed you when I had the chance. You tried, remember? Did the Sunderslayer convince you to open your gates to your people? You will never enter my gates again. I'd hoped you died in Borsgard. How is it you've come to speak for all of these clans? The people you've turned your back on? Seems they needed a leader they could trust. Again, how have you come to speak for them? Did you fool them like the people of that rotten town you governed? The only fool here is the outnumbered king believing he still has any say in what happens now. Don't make us breach your walls. We'll just have to repair them once we're inside. The Dredge of the Darkness. I'm going to point out the darkness. The Dredge are a very small concern as opposed to the darkness. I doubt either of you will be in charge of anything when the darkness washes over us. I've got the Valka and the Menders seeing to that inside. They'll come up with something. And even if they fail, I'll still be able to watch this bastard fall to that darkness from my walls. There's the true heart of the Mine-Off, I know. Alette, look at your people out there. Our people. They need food and clean water, not that poison in the river. They need protection. You cannot allow this king to keep us from safety after all this way. She doesn't have to. I'll find a place for the people under your banner, Alette. A place inside the walls alongside the Varl. A place this feigned man will never be allowed again. That's enough. Both of you are bickering like children instead of leaders. And you, Giant, joining this king after all we did to keep your people alive. Traitor. Hakon growls and flexes his grip on his axe. All parties look angry and tense, and then they look at you. I don't know what to do. This is such a hard decision. I think the whole game we have been worried too much about saving everybody. And it's very, very clear that that just won't happen. It can't happen at this point. So, I think we need to take a stand here. My banner, my people, are my only concern. Good, I'm granting you and your people, even those horseborn, into my walls. But move quickly. I thought I taught you better, Alette. This isn't how you play the game. Oh god, what's gonna happen? Rugga blows 3 quick bursts into a war horn. You look back and see a fight break out along the defenses you built. Humans and Varl defending your camp. You hear Rugga swearing at his failed ambush. Nice, so at least we stopped it. Without warning, Rugga pulls his cloak-pinned dagger and lunges at King Mine-Off, who shifts slightly, the blade only piercing his side. Before anyone can react, Rugga slinks behind his fighters who are charging you. Hakon and King Mine-Off. Oh, sorry, charging you, Hakon and King Mine-Off. Everyone to the walls, you shout. Protect the king and the Varl. Hakon nods his appreciation just before the clamor of war envelops you both. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, we can't level anybody else up, so no point. Actually, it did bump me up to 13, though. I wish we had had that extra renown before this. Yeah, forget it. Ambushed. Mine off. You're wounded. Just a flesh wound. Though I feel odd. Oh, he probably poisoned the dagger or something. Depths take Rugga. Rally the troops. Yeah, please get out of here. Okay, so let's try to handle this fairly quickly because we are running very short on time right now. Let's see, they're all kind of scattered. Wow, there's quite a few of them. I need to get you back here. You probably shouldn't be over there. I really don't know how to set this up. Could I one-shot him? Probably not. Hakon might be able to. And then let's maybe throw you back here. You there. I don't know what to do with all these extra people. You know what? Get you over here. You there. Can I do that? There we go. That works for me. Okay, so first things first, I want to give myself a little bit of space, I think. Yeah, let's get to there. I want to use these pillars as defenses so that they can't get in behind me. I probably shouldn't have moved up that far though, because that just gave him a free shot on my armor. Well, at least that'll bolster our armor a bit. Hakon's going to take a couple shots though, unfortunately. Rigga's even been recruiting Cragsman. Let's see, he just went. So, actually, you know what? Let's take him out. So that's, yeah, one shot. Okay, Nid, let's get you up behind big ol' Crewmere here. And what can you do for me? Just shoot him? I'll take it. Let's do 5 armor right there. And I think Crewmere will be able to beat him up pretty good. I didn't think that deployment through very well, did I? Yeah, you gotta move you over here, unfortunately. Well, at least next turn, once the let's out of the way, he can get around this side. Let's put a hurt on him. That'll make him worthless. Luckily, they've just got a bunch of really weak little units here. What can we do? Bring the pain or battering ram? What'll that do? I'll knock him back. Sure, let's do that. He's gonna have to run all the way back up. At least we deflected it. Next up, can you start breaking his armor for me? It'll soften him up for the archers at least. Why didn't he go after Hakon? That's an interesting choice. Let's see, I could do 6 to him, or I could move elsewhere. Honestly, I think I'm going to step right here, and then we'll hit him for 9, and that'll make him combat ineffective. He can basically soak hits, but he's worthless as, you know, a damage dealer now. Let's see, we can do another 9 there, yeah. We want to make as many of these guys combat ineffective as possible, and then we can worry about finishing them off. But I don't want to give the healthy guys too many free turns. Let's see. I could kill the backbiter, and that might be a good idea. Yeah, get to here. And you can wail on this guy. Just get him out of our back lines. And let's see. 13 and 13. It really doesn't matter. We'll take 5 there. Just gotta chip away at that armor. But yeah, I basically forced them to hit my tanks head on. Let's take you down 6. Yeah, all they can do is sit there and chip away. Fine by me. Oh man, so he's basically worthless now. Hakon, let's have you swing around since you can't do anything from right there. Okay, he's gonna protect himself, that's fine. Let's start doing some damage here. I think he's the last one at full strength, yeah. Oh no, this guy is. Deflect, nice. Go ahead and get him out of your way, because I need you getting around to the back now. Oh, he's gonna come to you, cool. Oh, he's down. Let's see. What kind of armor damage can you do? 5? Perfect. That should set him up for a big hit from, I totally blanked on his name. Gunoff, right. Alright, so you can continue to soften him up. Interesting, he's gonna go after the big guy. Hakon can swing around and go ahead and finish that guy off. Yeah, he's going to step up over here. They keep chipping away at his armor, but that's not going to get them anywhere. Let's finish you off. He's going to go after the big guy again. Oh, sorry, he's going after the archer. Never mind. He's going after Nid. Okay, Gunnulf can one-shot him, so we'll do that, and that'll give us the pillage, and so somebody can take him out pretty easily here. I guess Alette's gonna get the kill. I'd actually rather somebody else get it, because she's already like level 8. She's at level 7 and has a level up, so I'm gonna let Mogir have it. Alright, how much renown do we get for that? Gunnulf got a promotion. Unfortunately, he was the only one. Egil was injured, but that was not a big deal. And how much renown? 14, not bad, although I don't even know if we'll have another chance to spend it. King Meinolf regains his footing and falls back towards Aberrang's walls as his forces rush past him and into the fray. You wave the banner of Skogur, and your clan surrounds you. To the gates you shout over the over the clash of axes and hammers on shields. By the time your caravan is inside Aberrang's outer wall, the gate is mostly compromised. Rugga's forces are on your heels, and they brought bears. Alright, well, we don't have time for this next battle, so I'm going to go ahead and break it off here, and we'll pick up with the following battle here, or at least I assume there's one, in the next episode. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Banner Saga 2 with you guys. It looks like we're going to have maybe 1 or 2 more episodes, possibly 3. I don't know exactly how much story is left, but I feel like we're almost there. Things are definitely coming to a close. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for part 25, I think.